Hi everyone, it's Gemma. I've come out into the forest today and it's a really hot day, quite muggy, but I've managed to find a lovely shady spot where I've set up a plough point, tarp shelter, nice and cool under there. The insects are out in full force, so you can see I've got a couple of citronella candles burning. So cross fingers they protect me. Also got my trousers tucked into my socks and a long sleeved top on. That's supposed to help. Just want to show you my new hardcore tent pegs. Yeah, I bought these. They're supposed to be storm proof and you can use them in gravel and sand. So they've got a sharp tip made of plastic, and as you can see, you can kind of screw them into the ground, and there's a nice sturdy top for the tie-out points. There's no wind today, so I haven't driven them into the ground. Hopefully you can hear the birds. Trying out my extra large DD Magic carpet today. You can just about see it under all of my stuff there. Here's the gorgeous view from my shelter. Unfortunately, I didn't make it to Scotland. To cut a long story short, I think I bit off far more than I could chew on this occasion. And the pack was just too heavy. I tried my utmost to get the weight down and just didn't manage it. I could get it on my back, but I knew that I'd struggle and my back was aching by the time it was time to leave. There was absolutely nothing I could see that I could leave out. I think 14 days worth of food was ambitious, and I had to observe the first rule of camping, the main rule, I think the most important one, which is safety first, and make sure that I wasn't going to do my back in, because otherwise I wouldn't be doing any excursions anywhere. So yeah, I'm not being too hard on myself though, because I've learnt a ton. Scotland's not going anywhere, and I'll see how I feel in a few weeks. I might still go out there. I just think I need a bit more time to get things in place. Today in my tea, I'm going to try some full fat Irish milk powder. Obviously a lot lighter to bring out powdered milk than it would be in a bottle. And the full fat milk obviously provides you with a lot of fat and protein, I guess, for walking long distances. So hopefully this will be nice. Let's try. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, very good. Lovely. Using my fire maple 1 litre pot today, and I'm going to try some of the food I dehydrated, a red lentil dal with some dehydrated spinach and sweet corn, and I've got a bit of parmesan to go on the top. So we shall see. I've got the red lentil dal, spinach and sweet corn in Mylar Ziploc bags, which I sealed along the top here with an iron. There's a machine you can get to do it, and you can do it with hair straighteners. So what I'll do, I'll just use my knife to cut that off, and hopefully I'll still be able to seal it up by the Ziploc. This spinach was the first thing I dehydrated a few weeks ago, 22nd of the 4th, 24. So on the label, it's always good to put what the item is and the day it was put in the bag. They can last up to a year, or even longer, I think, if you store them in dry, cool and conditions where the bag is locked tight. So see the spinach in there, hopefully. The sun's in a weird place. So I'm going to add a little bit of that to the dal. There's the dry dal. So I'm going to add the spinach, the sweet corn and just enough water to cover it, heat it up slowly. And also in the bags of each vegetable I've got, and in the dal actually, I had a deoxidizer. Says what it does on the bag, on the packet, sorry. Keeps the oxygen levels down in the bag to keep the food fresh. So I cooked it until it was bubbling. Careful not to put too much water in, so otherwise it'd be too watery. And now I'm going to leave it covered in foil for 10 minutes so that the vegetables rehydrate, hopefully. A lot of ferns and brambles have sprung up. Hopefully you can see the lovely fresh leaves. Since I was last here, I've never known so many brambles in this forest actually. Good from my perspective though, because I think it puts people off from coming into this area, which means I've got a nice little clearing all to myself. Occasionally get the whiff of cannabis, so obviously there's somebody around, but the smell does carry quite far. But so far it's been a really peaceful day camp. I've waited 10 minutes and hopefully the dal is rehydrated. Let me just have a taste. Yeah, it's really nice. Very tasty, it's rehydrated. Still lovely and hot. Well, that's brilliant. Definitely be making that again. So lentils are really, really good for you. They're full of protein and other nutrients. just going to add a little bit of cheese to this. And the other thing I love about dehydrating is that you can add spices straight into it. So you've always got something nice and spicy to eat. You don't have to bring along salt and pepper, etc. separately. So yeah, some really noisy birds you can hear. I'm going to eat this before it gets cold. There's the parmesan. Apparently parmesan keeps quite well over a number of days in your pack, as long as you seal it properly. It shouldn't go off and last, don't know, at least a week I would have thought, maybe 2. So that's good news, and it's also quite powdery, so it's not as hefty as some of the other hard cheeses. Right, better eat this. I really understand why people say that weighing your pack items with digital scales is a must. Up until now, I was thinking, well, buy as lightweight as I can, which I've done. I can't afford some items. And surely if you need that thing, you've got to take it. And I was but when it came down to deciding whether to take, for example, my poncho or my rain jacket, when I realised it wasn't going to be as rainy as I thought, I was kind of weighing in my hands, the rain jacket against the poncho, and obviously you can't tell what's heaviest. So that really was brought home to me. Yeah. So I'm going to pack up now. It's been a really lovely experience this afternoon. So all I want really is just to be at peace in my favourite environment, which is with plants and animals. Yeah, so I shall see you again very soon. Bye.